The hardest part about trading meme coins is creating and sticking to one strategy. I know people try using new stuff and then they fail immediately. Again, I told you guys a way that you could test out new strategies in a different video, but I'm going to be taking a look at one specific strategy that I use to find good coins and get rid of all the other nonsense that's there. So I'm going to be taking you guys through a strategy that you could use. And before we do start with the video, do make sure to hit the thumbs up button and drop a comment down below on what you think. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So let's get right into the video and head over to our screen. So we're over at our screen right now on Axiom Pro. If you're not on Axiom Pro, this is the best Solana trading platform out there. Click the link down in the description to sign up and you'll get a 10% off on fees, on trading fees, which again can pile up when you start trading, because you pay trading fees when you buy and sell. So getting a discount on that will be really helpful when you start trading. So do make sure to check out Axiom Pro from the link down in the description. So right here, this is not the homepage, actually this is the pulse section of Axiom Pro. This right here would be the homepage of Axiom Pro. After you have signed up through the link, you will be taken to this page, and then from the top right, from the top left actually, you want to head over to the pulse section. This is where you're gonna spend most of your time, so you want to make sure this is as decluttered and as simple as possible. Again, there's a lot of ways you could reduce or again filter out most of the other coins. So first of all, let's take a look at the sections here. On the left we have new pairs. Again, this is going to be the most active section right here, because these this section shows the most recent pairs being made. So every few seconds there's a pair being made. So again, this is the one that's going to be the most active. The more most of the coins are going to be on this section, and they're usually very low market cap, very high risk coins right here on the left. So I highly don't suggest you do you play around with the new pairs unless you're very sure, like a new tweet came around or whatever. Again, unless you're very sure, don't mess with this side. So let's head over to the final stretch. This is where our strategy is going to be based off of. This is the medium market cap coins, which haven't migrated as of yet but have the potential to migrate very soon. So this is the section where our strategy is going to be based off. And to filter out most of the coins, most of the bad coins or scams, rugs, whatever, you want to set filters. So that's the number one thing you want to do when you come to final stretch. So first of all, if I just reset all my filters, you'll see there's a lot of these other coins that again are obvious rug pulls. We see 635k market cap with a volume of 18k, no fees paid. There's again these numbers might look good, where it's like a 19% top 10 holders, 19% snipers. You might think that's good, but when we take a look at the chart, what is this? So you could immediately spot these rugs. And again, you don't want to waste your time just seeing these on your screen or again clicking on them individually to see the graph. So just to filter them out immediately. I went over a few of the filters in previous videos, but let's just quickly go through that. For protocols, I usually just leave them all on. Again, there's barely any pairs being made on other protocols. Most of them is pumped up fun. You'll see some on Radium, some on Bag, some on Bunk, and that's pretty much it. Let's go over to the audit section to start setting filters that I usually use for my strategy. So recent visitors, you don't want to mess around with this. For token age, I usually set the ad age to a maximum of 60 minutes. Again, you don't want old coins sitting there for days. So you can see this one's been here for 4 days. You don't want this type of coin because you already know they don't have potential. If they had potential, they would have migrated within 60 minutes of the coin being launched. So again, just 60 minutes max age. And top 10 holders, I set this to 40%. So again, you don't want the top 10 holder more than holding more than nearly half of the supply. If they dump, it's gonna lose like 50% of its value. So just I set that to 40%. Also, developer holding 40, sniper, insider, bundler, I set them all to 40%, which is a decent number. Again, you could tweak this a little bit, maybe take this to like 35 if you want decrease it even more or take it to like 45 if you could manage more risk. But I usually just set it to 35 or 40 most of the time, and it works pretty well. So again, set those all to 40. And one of the most important filters out of all of them is this one I'm going to be talking about, which is global fees paid. Again, if you look at all these other crazy scam coins, you'll see one obvious thing, that they have very little fees paid. Again, why is that? Because most of these coins are very fake volume, and if actual people are buying this coin, they're going to be spending some sort of fees to buy or sell this coin. And if this is very low, like this number, there's like 0.0001, that's obviously not real. You'll see what the coins that actually have migrated, you'll see they have like 15 sold paid, 9 sold, 27 sold, 20 sold. So these very tiny numbers, are obviously scams. So for global fees paid in Solana, just set this to 0.1. This will filter out most of these coins. Let's just see what this section looks like with all of these filters set. So we could see immediately it wiped out all those scam coins that we knew were immediate scams without even having to go through the chart, without clicking them individually. So you don't want them to just sit there doing nothing. Again, it's better to just see the coins that actually have some sort of potential. So that's the number one thing you want to do. And again, you could also tweak some other metrics. You could set the liquidity minimum or volume minimum again, but I usually leave it here, because this is just a good starting strategy that you could use for final stretch meme coins, which I do most of the time, because new pairs are very risky, and migrated usually have reached their maximum, because most of the time coins don't end up going that high after the migration cap. Again, it did right here. It's 70 to like 300k. Again, this doesn't happen most of the time. So to get the best gains and the best possibility possible, I usually go to final stretch, which is, again, usually works out really well for me. And again, once you actually filter out the coins you don't want to kind of see on your page, you just start testing, just start looking into these coins. Again, this one doesn't look too great, because you see these graphs, they have continuous kind of green and red candles. Again, you see continuous green candles and then continuous red candles. On an actual coin, you would see some kind of volatility. I know you see it going back and forth, but usually it would be a lot more kind of up and down and just more natural on how naturally it would be something like this, because again, you wouldn't see continuous green candles and smooth looking green and red candles. It would be something like this possibly. So if you, again, next thing you want to look at is top actually holders. So you want to look at the holders. Are they bundlers? Are they connected? So you see this kind of cluster wallet right here, and you see these two wallets are connected. So this is not too bad compared to other coins that we've seen, which are like very connected. You'll see like a full circle around one wallet, so that means a lot of wallets connected to one wallet. So again, very obvious kind of insider and bundler techniques that they use to create fake volume within the coin to pump the coin. And you want to check the wallet age. So again, for this one, we can see this is funded by one wallet 25 days ago, 2 days ago. So they're all very different, which is again usually a good sign, because if you see the wallets like 55 minutes ago, 56 minutes ago, 52 minutes ago, if you see wallets like that, those are obvious scams, because again, you know that one wallet funded each wallet differently. So those ones you can automatically filter out. So the filters we have set usually does a pretty good job on filtering out scams. So we could see we do see pretty good bubble maps, and we do see pretty good holders. So the filters usually do most of the work for us without even us going to clicking every every coin and testing out their bubble map. So this one, usually I wouldn't trust this too much because you can see a lot of wallets are connected within this coin. So you can see OKX 11 days, 11 days. Not too bad, but again, you want to stay out. You want to take the least risk possible. So again, pretty good job these filters did. So again, this is the strategy I use. This has a very good, again, win rate. It filters out most of the coins that you don't need to individually go and check. So it does most of the work for you, and it does well really most of the time. So that was about it for this video, guys. In this video, I took a look at a strategy that you could use and implement with your trading that will filter out most of the coins that you don't actually need to click on and waste your time, or that you could use to spot other good runners. So again, use this strategy, use these filters in while you're trading to get a pretty good win rate and a pretty good result. So if you did enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, drop a comment down below on what you think about this strategy, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.